Happy No Women's Rights Day.
Happy Colors Day, everybody. You know what colors. White.
Happy Hot Dog Day, everybody.
Hot dogs. Happy PTSD of war you've never been to, all you doggos out there.
Happy Keeping All of Our Babies Day.
Happy Rape Baby Day. Hey guys, and welcome to SuperSour's first ever 4th of July special. I'm excited.
Yes.
Welcome to SuperSour's first ever 4th of July special with two mics. Call us two mic Tonys over here. Call us Tommy two mics. He's got two mics.
Sally Two Mics.
Sally two mics.
Why do they call you Sally Two Mics?
Because she's got two mics.
Oh!
She's got one plugged in here. She's got one plugged in over there. One guy's holding one. The other one's just using it in an arm. What is it, a robotic arm?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, yeah, I'm using the hand mic today. This thing is nice. I like it. Kind of feel like I want to use the stand, too. Like, just kind of like hold it with the stand. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe you'll see me do that throughout the episode. Who knows?
Can you actually slide it in, by the way? I was thinking that
No,
earlier.
because of this thing. Yeah, and I mean, I guess I could slide it in at a certain angle, but it's like, it'd have to be like, yeah, I'm sure this is great aesthetically for everybody. It'd have to be like that, and then I'm messing up the, yeah, it's all weird. I gotta like pop it in, but that's okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll cut that part. We're gonna cut that part out.
Cut it.
Clip it. Clip it in. Cut it out. Clip it right back in where they don't expect it.
Might do that.
Oh man. So it's 4th of July weekend, and we're excited to bring you guys a 4th of July episode. Reese, you did not dress up for 4th of July at all. You look like Wednesday Addams going to a 4th of July party. You look like you look at Coraline going to the Memorial Day special. What's your excuse?
I'm having a lot of image issues right now, and this is not helping me out. I tried on so many things.
No, it's fine. We do appreciate you looking like the scene girl who hates being around the family at the barbecue.
do.
Yeah.
I do.
I think that look worked. I think you're killing that.
Shouts out
Did you bring your Edgar Allan Poe books?
Wow. That's hurtful too. Shouts out, Izzy. I know you probably don't have them anymore, but
What do
I
you think
do
she did
miss
with
them.
those? What do you think she did with those?
I think they got left, honestly,
okay.
at her old house.
I was gonna insinuate some type of felony type deals with them. Yeah, people are always trying to get their hands on Edgar Allan Poe. And if you have drugs and you're trying to get your hands on Edgar Allan Poe, I mean,
She thinks she sold them for drugs.
I don't think that. I just think you led me down that road. Fuck, I am really hungry, and I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tonight, but I was thinking about I was in that mood where I was like, let's just we'll probably just order something, but I'm how I'm like
Fancy.
how I'm like so on theme with stuff though.
Are we gonna have hamburgers and hot dogs? You're gonna order it though?
That's what I was gonna get to.
That's crazy. It's like I know you.
No, but I'm saying like, okay, so like most other holidays, if there's not a food already appointed to it, like you can just order like pizza or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much gonna like match the holiday, right?
Yeah.
But like on 4th of July, like, you have to make it at home. Which I mean, shouts out makes us like more American. I guess we making our whole holiday meal at home, you know. But because like that's what I'm saying. Otherwise, what are you gonna do? Where do you order hot dogs from? Like, where do you order like a jubilee of hot dogs? Like, hey man, bring us 12 wieners, no bun, like not on bun. Bring us the bun separately. We're gonna we have the condiments here. Hey, where do you get that from?
There was. Did you guys ever? I don't know if you had them out here. Like,
Hey, let's gauge this room, guys. Anybody?
it was Nathan's. Nathan's had like an actual like hot dog place that you could like go to and get like special hot dogs and stuff from.
What's Nathan's?
Nathan's is a type of hot dog. Like they're
and they had their own place.
They totally did. I vividly remember going there before and being like, they literally only have hot dogs here, and they were like, no, we do burgers, and I was like, great. I'm not a hot dog hamburger kind of person. I'll eat hot dogs though.
I mean, I'm more of a brat guy compared to a
hot
dog.
Definitely.
You know, the hot dog's got to have the snap.
100%. That and if it's a hot dog, it's got to be a cheese dog for me.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing about this holidays is I don't you know, at this point just get a bunch of cheese dogs. Like we're just being that celebrating 4th of July to me is being is on that day being gluttonous. Because that's what we are. We're a bunch of Americans are just a bunch of gluttonous assholes, so that's what you got to be.
Yeah, we stole a country, and then we gave a bunch of people rights. We took them away. We gave them rights. We took them away. We're very much, you know, I'm not going to say it, but I think you guys know what I'm saying.
So I think the best way to celebrate that would be to be bad to ourselves on that day. I think that's why we get so drunk.
We should do heroin.
We should. You should. Biden, get on that. Biden. If you're watching, and we know that you are, get on that. But my point stands. I don't think that you can order food on 4th of July and be on par for theme. You know, like even on. Did you ever like hang out with a family or your family do the thing on Christmas, which I want to start doing, having Italian food on Christmas Day?
Yeah, you know that I live. I
Okay, don't hit me. Hold on now. Don't hit me with the, already. Well, first of all, you.
Shouts out the Garcios, who I lived with for like a year. I think it was about a year. They're like my. I don't know what you guys are. You know what you are, though. Italian for everything. You had pasta for every holiday, or like bread, different fancy bread names.
Yeah,
I love bread.
Different bread names. Yeah, you're right though. Italians.
It's very.
They'd be like, this is the japa da booby, and this is the japa da dapa, and this is the butter bread, and this is garlic bread. That's what they.
So glad that you guys don't actually watch this podcast.
Oh, are you gonna be offended at that? Oh, okay. Well, good thing you don't watch the podcast because there's a lot worse on here. Zippity boppy and zippity bopoo, and then you got garlic bread and butter bread. What, am I wrong? Prove me wrong. Pull it up. Sorry, go ahead, please, if you would. Reese, if you could, please. Reese, if you would with your story, please go ahead.
I'm not going to anymore. Okay. I'm actually going to go fucking murder myself.
And we're going to cut that out. Okay. And we'll be right back. No, please, yeah.
But Italian food is just very homey. It makes you feel warm inside. It's honestly like it's very soul foody if you want to go there. It's filled with oils. It's filled with the fucking salts and everything else.
Yeah.
It's a soul food. It's the same thing as like what macaroni and fried chicken do for people, and like cornbread.
Right. Yeah, it only has hit my radar this passing year that this is like a thing, and the more I've heard of it, I'm like, I want to incorporate it into my life. And I think when I first originally heard of it, I was like, nah, fam, no way, you can't do Italian food on Christmas. That makes no sense. But now I'm like, you know what? I love it. I'm not that I've had it to do it on, but it's not I don't have to like have Italian food on Christmas Day to know that it's bomb on Christmas Day. Like obviously it's gonna be good.
I like making
You know what I think my deterrence was from it originally is that I heard when I first heard of this, I only heard that people would just bring lasagna, and that's all people would bring. And I was like, well, if it's just lasagna, it's dumb. I don't want that.
It is dumb.
But then I hear like people bring like crab cakes and like they'll make like chicken parmesan. They'll make like stuffed big ziti stuffed shells. And I was like, oh, and then of course the bread. Oh, the bread.
So much bread. Bread sticks. You got bread loaves. You got bread rolls.
Wow, you went the very logical way with the bread thing. Whoopsie. Whoops, cut it out. Yeah, I think full circle to say that that's what I'm trying to say. It's like even certain holidays have exceptions, but on 4th of July, it's like on that day, if you're not eating a burger or a dog, like, are you even American?
This is America, you dumb son of a bitch.
I'm reading a book and I just realized what they meant in this sentence that I just read.
That they were eating a dog?
He said he's going to go finish up eating his dogs. And I was like, because like what I'm reading.
But was it like super out of context where you were like, that makes no sense?
I told you about it. It's like kind of post-apocalyptic and shit and they don't have food. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to eat his actual dogs.
No way.
But like in the context, it actually makes sense that they were hot dogs now. And I'm just like, it makes me want to read it more because I'm like, I don't want to read this. They're eating dogs.
Right. Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, because if it's out of context, you're like... Yeah. But if it was in context, like he was talking about his dogs a lot, and then out of nowhere, he's like, I'm going to finish...
Yeah, they never spoke of an actual, like, live dog at all. So I'm like, honestly, in this book that I'm reading, they're probably all dead anyway.
Yeah. I mean... Get wrecked. I mean, it's the apocalypse. I mean, that's your fault for being alive in the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? Dumb. How long do you think you want to stay alive in the apocalypse? How long do you think you want to stay alive in the apocalypse?
Want to?
Yeah.
Like, because I wouldn't make it that long.
Right. Like, so how long do you want to?
How long would I want to? What type of apocalypse are we talking? Because there's a lot. There's the zombies. There's Fallout. There's what is that other one?
Let's say Fallout, because zombies, I think everybody wants to try to last as long as possible.
I'm the opposite. I would want to die
really
as soon as possible. If there were zombies, honestly, when I heard that guy ate that guy's face on the bridge in Florida.
Oh, did you really think zombies were happening?
I didn't think it was, but I did want to kill myself. Right. I was like, this is it. So
that's to say, like, if a real zombie apocalypse happened, we could find you real quick.
I would immediately kill myself.
If a zombie apocalypse happens, God forbid there is a ceiling fan around Reese. God forbid there's a thumbtack on a wall because it'll hold you up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Wow, is that like a funny, like, suicidal way to compliment somebody? Like, you know what? I bet if you hung yourself, a thumbtack would hold you up. I bet.
I'm 100% okay with that.
Start thinking of ways to compliment people in the way of killing themselves. I bet if you blew your brains out, I bet you still, like, the bottom part of your face would be fantastic.
They wouldn't even have to, like, do the reconstruction on that bottom part. It's
no way.
You have such a beautiful jaw.
Yeah, honestly, they'd probably just leave you half-faced because, I mean, your bottom half is amazing.
Yeah, so nice. You're like a mouth model. Got a pretty mouth. But yeah, during a Fallout type situation, that would be amazing. I would love that. I want to see all of the, like, wildlife that turns and shit, because this is why I want to go to Chernobyl, is to see all of the wildlife and shit there. And I know, people are like, oh, you're just one of those weird white people who wants to go see, like, the fucking get radiation and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, what? Maybe I'll die.
I think it's funny that you say that, because I was on that side of those people to say that, like, if you want to really, like, that's straight white people shit.
Yeah.
But no, now that you see, like, all the floral and, like, the animals that are coming back to it, it's like,
it's so dope.
It's pretty cool.
You'll see, like, straight up birds with, like, 4 wings, and they're totally fine. Like, I mean.
And you see, like, I mean, it's also, like, the infrastructure, like, is infrastructure the right word? The structures themselves, like, completely made out with floral now at this point. Like in was it Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds? Is that movie that we watched? Free Guy. Remember where, like, he's in that world, it's like a bunch of, like, florals, like, growing into the buildings and shit like that?
Yeah, like towards the end,
Yeah, I feel like that's what it would look like. Very, very utopic and very also not utopic. So how long are you saying you would want to be alive? And, like, You can give it any time, like months, years,
as
weeks.
long as I could.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like,
so that one you're trying to stick it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so then all the other ones in that case, what's the amount of time we're looking at here?
Again, like a zombie
Immediately?
apocalypse.
So we're saying immediately or forever is for you?
So for me, like I said, a zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, okay.
Like
so immediately, no chance, right?
Literally, if it's on the news, they're like zombie outbreak, I'm out.
Right.
Like shouts out, peace out.
Meteor's coming. Meteor's coming. You got 2 days before it comes, but it's definitely wiping out almost all the world's population.
But somehow I would still manage to
because some will still survive. Some might still survive. They say.
So I think that would be pretty cool to survive in that too, with the same situation as to what kind of life forms might form from that too, because that's just fascinating to me. Because like especially with that type of situation where so much life gets wiped out.
Ice Age.
Yeah, I would want to live in that. That'd be cool too.
All right.
Literally, I just really there's nothing about zombies that I don't want to see it. I don't want to. That's the nastiest. That's so disgusting. I can only imagine the smell. People say that dead bodies smell sweet. Did you know that?
It's people who is having that conversation
like
with you?
Mortuaries and stuff, and like people who like work with dead bodies, and like people in the crime scene field. There's like
not like sweet, but like they smell.
Yeah, like it smells like it smells like almost like sugar, like cooking sugar.
Watermelon sugar.
Yeah, that's what a dead body smells like. He's singing about dead.
That's what they're doing, and they're in there. With all the dead bodies, like it's air freshener for them, and they're spit.
Oh, dang!
That's so funny. Wow, this podcast is awful. That was a fun little tangent we did there. That was really awesome. Mm-hmm. But I did want to, since it's 4th of July, I wanted to stay on topic and stay on par and talk about. I mean,
post-apocalyptic is pretty on topic.
100%. I mean, it's how it's going to feel for the dogs when that shit goes off. The world's ending. It's okay, Rocky. And he peed.
Ever seen The Handmaid's Tale? I think that's pretty apocalyptic.
Handmaid's Tale?
Again, women, that one's for you.
Yeah. It's funny, as a guy, I'm like, I know what you mean, but I don't know what you mean. Hell yeah, we rip dabs and pins right on the middle of this show. We don't care. Reese has ripped 7 dabs before the episode.
Yeah, actually. I smoke a lot of weed. I have a serious problem. I mean, it's crazy. I can't stop. Because I just love smoking weed.
Yeah, you have a real issue. It's frustrating, honestly.
It's crazy. I waste so much time and money and everything.
That's what everybody around you says.
I know.
Literally everyone.
It's crazy.
You know, I think the real reason we're here is because I wanted to read this shaky letter to you, Reese. I feel like when you started smoking, I want my friend back. I remember when you used to be fun and do other things, and now you don't do other things, and that is sad.
And now you don't do other things.
I remember when you used to not smoke weed. That was cool.
No, this is... You remember those commercials?
Yeah. She just kind of lays there now. Ever since she started smoking weed, she doesn't really like to do anything. She just kind of lays there on the couch. Well, she lays there weirdly in a chair. It's kind of... we think she's been doing heroin, actually. Yeah, nobody would fall asleep like a chair like that. I'm smoking a doobie right now. You don't see me doing that. Why is my Stewie Johnny Depp?
Well,
that's kind of true.
You see, she's laying in the chair. I think she's on heroin, I think, of some kind. Then she took a grumpy.
Oh yeah, grumpy.
I wanted to talk about 4th of July memories. If you had any like not necessarily good ones, I guess like most good ones. Do you have any like funny ones? Do you have anything that like was like funny or something that happened, something crazy that happened or something like that?
My mom's actually old husband, before Bill, we were doing 4th of July, and like we never really celebrated at my house.
What time frame is this?
She got married. I think I was about 6, 7. Okay. 6 or 7. And we never really did like 4th of July stuff at my house. I don't know, up until obviously 6 or 7. And dude is like, we're gonna do all this cool stuff, and we're gonna do this and this.
Oh,
we're gonna grill.
Because this is some guy your mom's dating.
No, they were married at this point.
Okay.
And we're gonna have fireworks, and we're gonna do all this cool, dope stuff, and yeah, he brings over. First of all, he brought over like an opened pack of hot dogs. I remember that because there were literally like 3 hot dogs missing from the pack.
Damn.
Yeah.
My man thought that was a good idea too. He was like, I got 3 hot dogs in the fridge right now. There's 3 of us, 3 hot dogs.
Yeah. And and then he had a whole case of the hot dog buns, so like a regular just case of them, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, this dude like gets hot dogs and just eats them without the bun or anything, and already I thought he was pretty weird. But then he also brought over like fireworks and stuff, and my dude brought over like those massive like firework boxes, you know, like you can buy like a box this thick and like,
but like
this wide.
Massive fireworks box of like the ones you get at the store, like at Target and Walmart. The ones that don't actually shoot off like boom booms, they shoot off.
No, he got these like somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where he got them.
It was a legit big box.
Yeah, it was a big box. I mean, it had like the little ones in it too, and he kept saying, he's like, look, you can do these, and I'm like 6 or 7, and I'm like, I mean,
they're hand grenades. You can do them.
I guess, you know, and then he kept like
these are called black cats. You can do these.
He kept literally, because he was doing them all throughout the day and into the night. And I'm like, one, we couldn't see anything during the day, so that was stupid and a waste of money. And then, like, throughout the day, it just got more and more, and he was having me light more and more of them.
With a lighter?
Yeah, like with an actual lighter.
When I was a kid, they made me use an incense. That's why I always ask. I'm like,
incense?
Yeah.
Huh.
They would light incense and give them to the kids to light the... Because that way your hand was further away when you would light it.
Yeah, see? No, did not have any thoughts going on in there about that. Right. No, I just held like an actual regular lighter to like massive fireworks, and at the end of the night it was really just me shooting off fireworks and everybody behind me being like, oh, do this one next, and I'm like, how did this happen? See, I didn't want to do this. I don't like loud noises.
And again, how old are you? How old are you hosting this fireworks show?
6 or 7.
Nice. No, that's about right. The age.
I think I did pretty good, honestly.
And where were you at this time? This
was in Delray, West Palm.
Oh yeah, that's that's actually legally you're supposed to host a fireworks show by that point. Actually, in West Bay, Del Palm, and whatever I don't know.
Delray.
Clip it.
You know Lana Del Rey? It's Delray.
Oh, she lives there, huh? No.
West Palm.
They named it after her? No shit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's so that's your that's a pretty good that's honestly a pretty good and crazy memory.
It's like, I don't know if it's funny, but it's definitely the weirdest.
Oh, it was funny. It's funny. No, it's definitely funny because like I only have like a few memorable ones, but like things that just kind of went off and on like throughout time. There were like small things and then just one big thing that happened very recently. So like I remember living at this one complex. Like I lived in so many apartment complexes growing up, and one of them had this big lake in the middle. Okay, and allegedly my father had a redneck friend that was his best friend, and he brought his redneck kids over, and that were my best friends. And then we were shooting bottle rockets in the middle of the... That's like a thing when you're going to shoot fireworks off. Like you always get like 1,000 bottle rockets, and you're just shooting those off at like 2 p.m. Yeah. Which it just don't do that. Okay. Stop doing that, please. It doesn't make any sense.
Again, I don't like loud noises. I do not
loud noises. Okay, that'll scan for some people. So, but I would say, I don't know, however many bumps / bottles of beer later they got into, they started telling us, allegedly, to tilt the bottles a little bit and aim them towards the pond. And we were curious as to why, and we found out later on that day that it was because they were trying to have us hit ducks. They thought it'd be funny if one of the firecrackers scared. Yeah, pretty bad. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a shitty story. That's bad parenting right there.
That is sad.
Well, it's also like so shitty for the kids. We were just like, hell yeah, we're shooting the pond, and then like there wasn't even really any ducks there. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Like no ducks we could hit.
I was gonna say most of those ducks are probably dead after that. Anyway.
Oh, for sure, yeah, for sure.
So much wildlife dies after fireworks and shit go off. It's crazy. All the frogs in the area die.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that part out. So I'm not.
And then I'm gonna put it right back.
We're gonna. Yeah. So. Yeah, but then, like, I remember at a different apartment complex, I straight up ratted out the whole 4th of July party. Didn't mean to. Just
You went up to a cop and was like, hey, my dad's a drug dealer.
I went up to a cop.
What are you gonna do
said,
about
they're
it?"
shooting off boom booms and doing, they're doing heroines over there. Boom booms and heroines. And the cop was like, where's your helmet, kid? And that's how I got donkey brains. But there was an apartment complex I lived at to where we were going to shoot off fireworks on the tennis court, allegedly. And I thought as a kid, because we were talking about it amongst like all our group of friends, like, well, my parents' group of friends and all, the kids knew, we were like, oh, can't wait for 4th of July. At night, we're going to go over to the tennis court and shoot off a bunch of fireworks. The apartment manager was walking by one day. And we all knew this was like a nice lady apartment manager, so everybody kind of like knew her. And she walked up, and I said, Miss Lady, are you going to be at the tennis court later? And she was like, no, I have to go home. I don't live here, Joe. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to be shooting off fireworks at the tennis court later. And she was like, I hope you don't, because that's illegal, and that would get you guys a fine here. And I was like, my brain as a child went, don't know what that means. And then I went, so my mouth as a child went, what do you mean? Of course, yeah, we're shooting off a bunch of fire. We got so many fireworks. They're going to go big boom, and we're going to go over to... She was like, tell your father that if I find out you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and fine you guys. And I will call the cops if I find out. She never called the cops that night because we definitely went to the tennis court and shot off a bunch of fireworks for like 3 hours straight. So I don't know what happened there. But just recently, I would say like a few years ago, I was at another apartment complex that I lived at. Now, I live in this apartment complex now. It's a different one. And I come home and SuperSour Ian and his brother had bought $200-something worth of fireworks.
That's quite a bit. That'll get you quite a bit in Florida. Mm-hmm. I know other states it's really hard to get even a small amount of fireworks, but in Florida, that's quite a bit.
That's quite a bit, yeah. They got really good stuff. So they bought $200 worth of fireworks, and when I came home, we were going to start shooting off. But I said, guys, it's still like 2, 3 p.m. Let me go over and talk to the manager, because this apartment manager did live there. And we didn't have anywhere to shoot off fireworks, so we were just going to shoot them off in the street. To which I had said, once when I was here when I was a kid, this is not the same complex. Once when I was here when I was a kid, we shot off fireworks all the time, and it was no big deal. So I went and asked this apartment manager, and I said, is it okay that we shoot off fireworks tonight? And she said yes. And I will say at one point she came over at like 8 or 9 p.m. and was just like, it's almost 10 o'clock. You guys should stop soon. But she loved the fireworks. She thought it was great. She gave us full approval. She thought it was great. She came over and hung out with us for a little bit just to say like hi, and that was great. Like, I love the fireworks. Good job, and just make sure you're done by like 10 o'clock, 10:30. And we were like, no problem. So we're all drinking, obviously. We're getting hella drunk. Shouts out. Shouts out alcohol. And we start getting... We have neighbors that are out there. We have neighbors that are excited that we're doing this. But one neighbor is upstairs, and they are logically mad at us, I will say. Drunk... All of us don't care about the logic they had, but they were logically mad at us, and their reason for being upset was, who's going to clean up all the stuff off my car in the morning?
Nobody.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I looked up at them and I said, nobody. You are. And I'll say this: she was a sassy woman. You fill in the rest. Her husband was a tall, skinny man who was also very wise sounding, but also very direct. Fill in the rest. You fill it in. And so she was like, you're going to clean up all that stuff off my car, right? And we were like, no, you're going to do that. Okay, so what happens when I call the manager? I said, you can call the manager. She was just over here. She said she loved the show. and we were trying to just say things like that to just get her away. And she kept being like, well, I know you guys are going to clean this up. I know tomorrow morning if I'm going to have shit on my windows, I'm going to have shit all over there. You're going to come over here and sweep it up. The brother in all this, he is being like, he's trying to be like, of course, in the morning I'll sweep everything. And I'm like, and me and Ian are like, nope. So we start getting out the big booms, and we're shooting off every big boom we can. And I'm so drunk and trying to make them so mad at this point, I start yelling, America. I go, America! Woo! I go, freedom! Woo! I go, we can do whatever we want here. That's right. That's why I'm shooting. I'm just, that like...
Yeah, I know what men's rights are.
And
shouts out again.
And that worked. They went inside. And left us alone. And me and the two brothers and the Mexican family that was out there with us had a great rest of our night. And that was the most recent 4th of July memory I had. That was pretty good.
I liked ours from last year. That was super nice.
It was a very nice one.
Was so.
We just got nice and drunk.
Home and
we were able to watch fireworks from the balcony.
Yeah. Some people over. It was just
and Stuart. Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a great time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I just hate it when there's so much going on because you're so overstimulated. There's people that get like that. Maybe you don't get like that. I don't know. I do. I get overstimulated. I don't like it.
But you thought that party was not too overstimulating.
No, that was great.
That was perfect.
That was fantastic. Because we could just walk back inside and I'd be like, what fireworks? What are you talking about?
So being at a fireworks thing would stress you out then?
I feel like if it's for like an entire party, because when I go to parties, I do get overstimulated, like I said, but I also feel like I need to be there the entire party. So... I couldn't do that. That's too overstimulating for me. But if it's like I go to a show, because I feel like I've been to those before, like when I was younger, but I just don't remember. Those seem fine. It's like a couple hours maybe.
No, it's not too bad. Hey there, Super Sour fans, and all you Sour Sallies and Sour Boys. We just wanted to take a second to remind you that since you're here watching the video, and if you liked it so far, please follow our channel, subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SuperSourjir. Is it still SuperSourjir?
Pretty much for the most part. I'll definitely have links and everything to, if it's not SuperSourjir, it's Super Sour.
Yes. You can find it. We are taking over that name. It is us. There's a patent there, so you'll know where to find us. But you're trying to find us on YouTube, which you already have found us here. But if you're trying to find us in the future, if you haven't subscribed, just look up Super Sour Podcast. Also, check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperSourGames. And check out our Patreon, which will have content coming very soon that we'll talk about in a future episode. And you can find us there at patreon.com/SuperSour.
Yep.
Perfect.
I don't even think that one's JIR, but
perfect.
Also, you'll be able to find that link.
Easy peas. And if you... are also still here watching all this, we'd like to shout out our good friends over at Just in Time Sweets. We don't have any of their bottles with us right now, but as always, please go over to Just in Time Sweets on their Instagram, follow them, and check out all their dates for their tastings. They are a great Delta 8 making company. They make a lot of good drinks, a lot of good stuff. So go check those out, please. Thank you. And we're back.
And we're back.
What's that from? What is that?
Actually, that's just how it sounded like to me that you said and.
Oh. I was very sing-songy, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. We're back. And as you can see right here, we have set up a segment. Did I cut you off?
No, I was just saying.
Okay. You watching bowling over there?
And look at this pin action. Oh.
Maybe I am. We love bowling here.
What you gotta have, friends? See, that's what ran through my head just now.
Do you think you see life as a musical?
Do you think other people see your life as a musical?
Yes. It's like Rent. I'm just kidding.
La vie bohème, la vie bohème. That's a good song.
Because I'm poor. That's
right.
what. Yeah.
What is the like the Florida musical name equivalent for Rent? What is it? Rent.
It was like
rent times 2. Rent and beyond.
Yeah.
Rent, you're so fucked. Rent, give me your money. Rent, Run those chains, boy.
Ooh, rent and it's too hot.
Oh, that's good. That should be the name of the episode.
Rent and your air conditioner is broken.
Possible name of the episode right there. Rent and it's too hot. Rent, yeah.
Anyway, that's my life.
4th of July special. Rent and it's too. That's perfect. Yes.
I like that.
Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm stomping all over your riffs there, but I was just you blew me away.
Thank you. I know.
I will say this around the surrounding people around Super Sour that are around me. They have an innate ability to, and I don't even know what part of this is all going to go in right now, but they have an innate ability to blow my balls directly off my body with naming
Heard
stuff.
that before.
Hilarious. Clip it. Keep it in though. Yeah,
we're gonna clip it and then we're gonna put it right back in.
Hey, Krista Stefano, and hey, babe, I'm using your vernacular. What are you gonna do about it? Hopefully, just support us. We love you so much.
We really do.
What's your problem today? What is your guys' problem today? They hate each other today.
Wild.
And we're back. So today we are going to bring you guys another episode because we know you've been begging for it, and Reese is stepping in here so that way we can get this done. And we are going to bring you an It's Debatable today. It's a whole segment. I just brought it in like it's debatable.
Debatable.
Debate this. Bum, 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 bum.
Debatable. Debating.
I always wanted to be able to sing, but I can't.
I always just wanted to be that guy who does like the, he's like
Debate.
Yeah. Or like in sing-songy too, like. Yeah. That's what's great about like people who play like rhythm. Okay, no, you know what? We're gonna tangent too hard here. On the next episode. Yeah, we really are gonna debate here. So, since it's 4th of July, we are going to debate sparklers versus smoke bombs. Reese is taking smoke bombs, and I'm taking sparklers. The reason we're choosing these two is because an original thing that you would normally hear is snakes and sparklers for the most generic fireworks. But everybody knows that snakes suck. Doesn't matter if you get one of those big snakes, it sucks. It's boring and they're hard to light. It sucks. So we went smoke bombs and sparklers for two generic ones that people actually like. Whether you like one more than the other, we'll figure that out here. So as per last episode, we're keeping it with the spicy theme. We're not going to go with ass-blasting hot sauce right now, but shouts out to Hot Ones, who now have their own Pringles flavors, whatever, and they're with their Los Calientes hot sauce. Shouts out Sean Evans, shouts out Heatiness, shouts out First We Feast. And we went to the store. I don't know if they had the other versions there, but we got the Verde one, right? So they have Rojo and they have Verde, and then they probably have another one. I don't know, but
I would assume so. I checked. I literally went through like
boxes,
4 or 5, 6 of them, and I was like, these literally all say
Verde,
these ones.
So we got them, and we tasted. We did a little test.
You gotta check it out first.
And they were in fact spicy. They made it a little difficult to be alive. We heard about this from our good friend from Super Sour, Rick, who is a good friend of this podcast, and he told us about these and how hot they actually were. He recommended that if it's going to be super spicy, that we need to eat at least 3 of them to make it very, very spicy. But from our test itself, 1 to 2 is also pretty spicy. So we're going to debate 3 different 30-second, 45-second intervals, and we will go to 3 different levels. So we have 1 chip, 2 chip, 3 chip here, and we will continue to eat those throughout the levels that we go up. And you can decide at home who won. Stay active in the comments. Let us know who you think won. What you think is better. Snakes? No, wait, not snakes. Everybody hates snakes. Sparklers or smoke bombs? We drink on this podcast sometimes.
Sometimes.
We like to have fun around here. Okay, so the way we're going to work this is one person's going to start, and they're going to eat their chip. The second they're done eating the chip or able to speak without spitting chip everywhere, then they can start, and their time will start with 30 seconds to debate. Would you like to go first?
Okay.
Ladies first.
Oh. Wow, my only rights.
Right? Yeah. The Supreme Court's like, no, but still, like that day when they all left, they were like, no, please, you go first, man. No, please, I insist. You go first. How is that chip, by the way? Probably really good.
It tastes phenomenal.
Yeah, like verde sauce, but it's pretty spicy.
Very hot.
Yeah. I mean, it is on Hot Ones for a reason. I mean, that shit, you always think Hot Ones just because they make something decent, it's going to be, not so hot, but it's hot.
It is hot.
Are you ready?
Ready.
30 seconds. Go.
Smoke bombs are so pretty. And then, have you ever seen a mystery smoke bomb? Because it's such a wild ride.
I actually have not.
Mystery smoke bombs are usually either all black or all white, but like realistically, that's not the color that comes out. And I just love that because like you never know what you're gonna get.
And time. Okay, so that was awful. I'm about to skewer you. I'm about to destroy you. All right, here we go. Good luck. Oh man, I chewed it all on like mostly my left side, and now like this whole side of my mouth is starting to fire up. Not bad though, not bad. I can still skewer you with the seat level. Okay, 30 seconds starting now. Sparklers. Sparklers being better than smoke bombs because there is way more different sparklers in this world. You got small sparklers, you got colored sparklers, you got multicolored sparklers. You have slow burning sparklers, fast burning sparklers. I mean, you have sparklers that you can write letters in. The multitude of sparklers compared to smoke bombs ratio is dog shit. That's what it is. It's infinite to dog shit. That's what it is. Okay? If you 30 seconds is over. I think I've made my point. All right. 2 chips going down for Reese.
I love my milk beverage. Thank you so much.
Ready?
Got a little too much on my lips there.
35 seconds starting now.
Smoke bombs can be used year-round for all different types of situations. People use them in the baby stuff, finding out if it's going to be a penis or a vagina. They use it in photos a lot for like photo shoots, which always look dope. Also, I think we should start using them for Christmas because like green and red smoke bombs would look so pretty. Just imagine, taking pictures with your family with fucking green and red smoke bombs.
Wow, I am impressed. I am floored by this presentation. That was damn good reasoning right there.
Thank you.
I'm in danger. I have not prepared much other for sparklers. All right, here we go. Okay, 35 seconds starting now. Sparklers are for all ages, okay? Sparklers, literally, a child can play with it. You can't trust a child with a smoke bomb. He's going to hold it in his hand, which, you can technically do, but he's going to breathe it into his face or something like that. A sparkler, super safe. Also, sparklers can go onto many different holidays. You can put them on birthday cakes. You can use them to celebrate the New Year. You can use them to celebrate 4th of July, of course. Many different things you can do. That's so hot. And also, fuck you. Time. That's time. I was running out of time. I can see the timer. I was running out. Okay.
So with sparklers, that's terrifying, and it stings your tiny little child hands. Also, sometimes when, I don't know if you have long hair as a kid, it gets in your hair and it makes you smell like burnt hair, but you don't see any burnt hairs or anything. Also, I would never put a sparkler on a cake because the little ashes fall right down onto the cake. That's gross. Absolutely disgusting. And sparklers,
you can get food sparklers.
once it gets down to like the little tip, it's so hot you have to throw it.
Dismiss. That's part of the fun. Okay, 35 seconds starting now. Sparklers get used at events. Like, literally, they use them at, like, marching bands and stuff, and they use them for, like, It's like sparklers are like they also are the thing of like when you see like shooting sparks out of thing, like when like wrestlers come in and they do their big entrance and there's sparks coming out. That's a sparkler that's just shooting out shit. And a smoke bomb, everybody knows once you get past red, purple, and blue, there's no cool smoke bombs. It's white and yellow suck. White and yellow suck as smoke bombs. It's mostly just smoke at that point, and it's terrible. You know it to be true. Sparklers are best. Time. That was a good debate. Good debate. Awesome. You did really good.
Are we allowed to add on to each other's things that we
You can, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because again, disclaimer: we both love both these things. I love smoke bombs. Smoke bombs are so cool.
I actually really don't like sparklers.
Oh, really? Okay.
They sting my fingers and they scare me.
You ever seen people hold smoke bombs like that when they hold smoke bombs in their hand like that?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
So cool.
That's really cool. But there's also green. You didn't say that there's green smoke bombs. I think those look really cool. And at events, that's literally what I was talking about. At events, smoke bombs, bro.
That's true. That's true.
Also,
Oh,
the pyrotechnics that they have at concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
That's pyrotechnics. That's not.
No, but like I'm saying, when you see that like a pyrotechnic that's just like shooting off like a spray,
literally like fire and
it's
shit.
like a sparkler. It's like a sparkler.
Like a sparkler. It's
Right.
not. But you know what else they have?
But what
They
came
have
first, the sparkler,
smoke machines.
The sparkler or the pyrotechnic? Which came
Since
first?
we're involving that, they have smoke machines
It's
too.
just off smoke though. It's not cool.
That looks mad dope.
It's just
What are you
smoke.
talking about?
It's just smoke. Compared to a pyrotechnic, come on. Smoke versus pyrotechnics. Next. Oh man. Hot Ones. Shouts out, you guys did it again. Thanks for putting your product out there for people to try. So we don't have to sit there and buy our bottles of Heatonist. These. I mean, we gotta try Rojo because I heard that will really put you in the hole. And we'll get somebody else on so that way Reese doesn't have to explode her stomach for that. But shouts out Heatonist, shouts out Hot One, shouts out Sean Evans, and shouts out you guys because this episode is coming to an end. This has been a really good one, and we hope you guys had or are having a good 4th of July. Stay safe, eat spicy food, be an American, eat them dogs, and have a couple beers. Reese, got anything to say?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. Gotta order them. We gotta order them burgers on the fly. Can you just get burgers from anywhere and it be American? You know, can you just get like a bunch of McDonald's burgers? And
Actually, Waffle House.
I think that's the most American thing you can do on 4th of July is get McDonald's.
Waffle House.
On the next, it's debatable.
McDonald's
And
is everywhere.
on the next Super Sour. Cheers, boys.